Hi, I'm Marcus with Sonoran Rovers, and this is our Land Rover Defender 1991 200 TDI Alu-Cabin build. We did about 500 miles of testing in the UK with it, including putting 600 kilograms in the back of it and driving it around the Peak District, and rebuilt the transfer case and the rear differential and then shipped it to the States. Because we're Alu-Cab dealers, we put an Alu-Cab Gen 3 tent on it and a Yakima rack and awning, and took it to the 2021 Overland Expo West in Flagstaff. While we were there, we got talking to the guys at Tiny Rig, who had the first ever 6.5 foot Alu-Cabin on a Dodge Ram, and we got a tape measure out and we realised that this 6.5 foot Alu-Cabin fits perfectly on the bed of a Defender 110 high cap, and all we needed to do was fill this front piece here, and aside from that it fits pretty perfectly. So we got it ready for the expo, and we worked with one of the carpenters that we know in Tucson, that we've worked with projects on. The cushions are getting redone at the moment, but if you can imagine that with lovely nice cushions. And then just a cool place to be. The top box on it. And you've got a bunch of room inside where you can hang out, and it's not a small space either. You can have two people in here. This is a space for the fridge, which at the moment we've just made it so it fits a Canyon cooler 55 quart. It's easily to set it up for solar, and to put one of the Red Arc GP factor control units in the corner over there. It's got a Dickinson propane stove, which is really cool, especially in Arizona in the summer. It's kind of got an upstairs downstairs vibe on it, so you've got the bed upstairs and you can still sit downstairs below it, so if somebody wants to just have privacy up top, they can. It's got a 6 foot long storage compartment in here for chucking your junk. It's got this L-track down the middle that is configured so you can put Zagas or front runner boxes in here, and then you can strap them down. This will carry a metric ton. This all weighs at the moment about 600 pounds. So you've got well over 1,000 more pounds that you could put in here. This is a 13-gallon water tank, which comes to this faucet here, and then it's got an Expedition Essentials kitchen on the back door. Propane clips on there and in here, quick connect, and then that will feed your gas burner here and the propane stove inside. The other thing about this is the shadow awning that fits on here, which is how we became Alu-Cab dealers. We bought one of these for a trip we were taking as a family to go through from here to South America after I quit teaching, and they gave us a good deal on one. And then when we got back, we said that was amazing. We were starting this business and we'd like to be Alu-Cab dealers, and they said cool, because we need one in Arizona. Anyway, it's the best piece of kit Alu-Cab make, in my opinion, and it's quick and easy to deal with. This is the interior. We haven't put much effort right at this exact moment into tidying this up. It's nice to look at because you can see that this particular truck, before I had it, was all dismantled and put back together. It's got a new bulkhead on it. It's got new doors which aren't rusty. It's got the Puma new style doors on it. We had the seats reupholstered in Tucson. I'm really happy with that. All the headline is nice. It's got a dual battery set up in there with a red arc split charge controller behind there, which is cool. What else? We did a bunch of sound deadening. One thing to mention about this particular car is because it's a high cap pickup. Because it's a pickup, it's got very little room in the cab comparatively. There was a couple just came to look at this, and the dude was 6'4", same as me. But there's different kinds of 6'4". I'm a 6'4" guy with little legs and a big torso, so my head hits the ceiling. He was 6'4" and he couldn't even get his foot on the clutch. So this isn't going to be for somebody with really long giraffe legs. But if you've got shorter legs, you'll be okay. The 200 TDI, we did a bunch of work too to get it ready for Arizona. So it's reported to have been rebuilt, and it drives great. It doesn't drive like a truck over 200,000 miles, but I haven't got any documentation of that, so I can't really prove it. But it's in good shape. It's got good compression. The turbo boosts well. It used to get 80 miles an hour before we put this top on it. Now it'll cruise happily at 65. We've put a big dual core intercooler from Alu-Sport on it, and it's got an Alu-Sport radiator on it, which really helps with cooling, especially in Arizona. We've driven this on a hot day from Tucson to Flagstaff. North of Flagstaff is one of the hardest roads in the world to drive. Driving north of Phoenix, Black Canyon, driving from really low elevation, climbing quickly on a freeway, and it didn't overheat. Custom bumper, which is cool, with ARB lights and a warm winch. So it's kind of ready to go, this car. So this truck's available now in Tucson. You can look at it on our website. If you want to come down and see us, you can come drive it around the desert. If you want us to ship it to you across the country, we can. It's one of the coolest things we've built, and we're really happy to move it on and concentrate on other builds we've got going on.